Ooh, Shem, we got us some problems out here in Africa. There Mugabe is going to have to account about some irregularities in the sale of diamonds in his country. Zuma is flying economy class, and Namibians are finally starting to speak out. Check this out.
I think for Namibia to grow sustainably, we need to address our corruption, because the watchdogs are friends with the politicians, and corruption cases, they don't get, it's never made public knowledge. So much money is being lost through corruption. For instance, the Kora Music Award. How is it possible that someone got a check of 28 million and it was not signed off by Treasury? How does a check make it through without the approval of Carl Gustav Schlettwein? Are we a banana republic? Look at AVIT, look at Social Security. In terms of the people of Namibia don't get value from Social Security. Social Security should have functioned as a social insurance, whereby it narrows the gap again between poor and rich. Every Namibian should have a mandatory medical aid, whether they are working or not. The president and the cleaner or the person who sleeps in the street, they must meet up at Medicity. The standard must be the same. And Social Security should give incentives. I mean, the money is just piling up. It's not being used. It's not being used to address the inequality, be it the infrastructural inequality that now brings us back into housing. So the money is accumulating and being stolen. And AVIT, it took so many years. It took a state assassination. The person who would have helped us to understand the level of corruption, mysteriously, he was taken home to go collect a blanket. And Namibia's most famous whistleblower, apparently he shot himself, but I've never seen people, prisoners, being taken home to collect blankets. And the people responsible for it, they must be dealt with. Look at, we are being pushed to upgrade the new airport. I think the new airport upgrade is a conflict of interest, because close to the new airport there is a residential mansion, a rental village which belonged to a politically connected and his Chinese business partner. So the rental village close to the airport, we taxpayers, we will be paying for the infrastructure, for the road or the business deal between a politician and a Chinese business owner. And I am very, very worried about the fact that our leaders have offshore accounts. So much money is being stolen, almost 80% of Africa's money that belongs to the people, money that was stolen from public funds. You can trace it down. It's in Switzerland. And so our politicians have stolen enough that should anything, even, it's always like when people are unhappy, a social unrest can lead into a civil war. They are always the first to board out, to fly out. And then the poor people are facing each other. We need to address it. Namibia is not a poor country. Namibia is poorly managed. If we calculate and add up all these monies all the money that have been stolen, we add it up. Namibia should have been the small Switzerland of Africa with its ideal population. There is no reason one Namibian kneeling down in the riverbed to do his number one and number two. It's one too many.